It's a good weapon.
The Tactical AR is an uncommon, epic, and legendary weapon that utilizes light ammunition and has a high rate of fire. It does 22, 23, or 24 damage depending on rarity, has a pretty fast first shot accuracy timer, and a dope reloading animation. I mean, come on, just look at it. We've seen a lot of competitive players opt into using the Tactical Assault Rifle over the course of the Fortnite World Cup Online Open qualifiers. So let's hear from some of the players who qualified for the finals and get their thoughts on the TAC AR's addition to the game.
It's really good, like really good. Once you get to endgame scenarios like 5th zone and beyond, it absolutely beams. It's very viable in meta right now. Everybody's been using it.
I like it because you could actually sneak up on someone. It has this low sound, so it's hard to hear.
It has its viability due to its first shot accuracy that can make it really strong, and the fall off damage isn't as strong as it was for the silent SMG, which got vaulted.
I reckon the gun's awesome for endgame because if you've got height, that gun can really get a lot of eliminations because it's like a laser, and people endgame tend to have less HP than they would towards the early and mid game. So I think it's really strong in situations.
Thanks for watching. What are your thoughts on the Tactical Assault Rifle, and when do you like to use it? Send us your opinions using the hashtag Fortnite World Cup, and I'll see you on the battle bus, or maybe on the high ground with a TAC AR.
Welcome back, Fortnite fam, to the Fortnite Online World Cup qualifiers. My name is Pookieface. I am joined with an incredible cast today, but you know what? Shoutouts to Shy for being here and bringing his best pun game. I know I'm impressed, but you know who I'm even more impressed by? These two gentlemen that are about to join me to cast these next set of games. I've got Bala, I got Zeke. Boys.
Apparently, Pookieface is very easily impressed because I have impressed her.
I thought you were really about to go into Robot Zeke right there. Because
no, it
I was very
Serious
terrified.
Friday, and this is the final duo qualifier week, Bala.
It is.
It all comes down to this, man.
Yeah, it does. It all comes down to this. We've seen the leaderboards. We've seen Data and Johnny kind of pushing their way up there, and then obviously Jaeyoon with his clutch. But I want to see more of that. I want to see more clutches. So let's hop into the games. Zeke, it's time. We got an hour left about in NAOS queues. It's coming down to the wire.
Man, you know, if you know me, I'm getting stressed because I feel for all these players. I understand what they're going for, and I just want them all to be happy. So I stress out, you know, so I'm going to try and keep myself calm, cool, and collected. Probably not going to work out, but I just figured I'd be honest and upfront with you. Fluff Bro going to be immediately beamed by Nibs here, and CLG Crispy, his duo partner. I'm liking what they've got going on right now.
They are. They're going to find 2 eliminations and possibly add to the stress of some of these guys. The pressure. Zeke?
Well, you know, someone dealt
I can
it.
explain. I can explain. I didn't mean to click there. I didn't mean to throw the stink.
You know,
It's my fault.
Sometimes
It just came out.
You just get. Typically, you would want to just say "excuse me" in those moments. You
True,
know, like
yes.
I just released it. Excuse me, I did not mean to fart this gigantic, nauseous gas cloud. But things happen. You know, we're only human.
It netted them an elimination earlier, so you know, get excited a little bit. But Crispy and Nibs now going to go ahead and use the launch pad and get towards the other side of the zone, which is where all these players right now are basing up and getting ready to, you know, go for all the action that they can and let some of that pressure loose.
I mean, they got to try and make sure that everyone else is feeling that pressure that you're talking about. Because again, this is the final dual qualifier week. This is it. It is now make it or break it time. Phoenix A. Phoenix. Yeah. I'm just gonna Phoenix
Right.
A.
Yeah.
A. I was trying to.
Very
be funny.
excited, Phoenix.
Yeah. Gets down there, and now look, Howdy, hello, and Doom Soggies are going to try and pick up that elimination. There you go. So where is his dual partner? Probably has just abandoned. I'm going to leave. Good luck. I need to try and play for placement because top 15, of course, is that first placement threshold. And that's probably, he's probably looking to slow things down, right? Let me just make it there first. Maybe I'll get a cheeky elim here, there. But that's...
And knowing that, and knowing the position that he was in, kind of stuck on low ground, not really any space to edit away or even move your teammate away from where they possibly will be going for it. He's gonna get stuck there and left. Now, Primo, looking for shots with that combat shotgun, but of course we know the effectiveness of that reduced a little bit, but we're not seeing too much of players, you know, deciding, hey, it's not that strong anymore on high ground. Oh, I was just talking to you about this, Zeke. That's Johnny right there, and we just said he was in that second place. Has the chances to go up there. I think his duo partner, Dade, is still up. Yes.
Yep.
Just pointed him out to me in the bottom right of the screen. We're getting close to that top 15. So just like you said earlier, Dade, you've got to survive here.
And this is going to put Dade in a little bit of an awkward spot, right? Because you never want to lose your dual partner in these situations. You guys want to be alive as long as possible. And I know that sounds like, of course, it's duos, yes. Duh, Zeke, right? I know. But in all seriousness, the longer, if you're in positions where you're in 1v2s, it's just a much more of an uphill battle right here. But Bolt,
There goes Dade.
no! The caster curse.
But Zeke, he did get that top 15, so not a completely lost cause in this game, because that's 3 points, and I'm sure, knowing them, they probably had some eliminations. They are so aggressive.
Yeah, for sure. And this means they can re-queue, right? Don't forget, you've got 3-hour window to queue or 10 total matches, so they can get right back into the action and keep things going. Right now, though, look at this circle. Look kind of where we're navigating. These players need to start making these rotations, or they're going to get caught out in weird spots. Look at that. You've already got people taking to the skies and launch pads, building straight up via ramps. Tome here. He's got the right idea. Let's get here first. Let's establish ourselves a nice little position. If he catches someone with this play,
I'm
going to freaking lose it.
And then edited the cone in such a way that it makes it so easy for anybody to land on that. And in some cases even break, but it did connect to the thing above him, the floor above him.
Oh no! Bala! Again, the caster curse. They've got to go. JMO is the closest one.
No.
Kanuchi is
over.
top. I'm pretty certain
It's just
this
one
is
more.
over.
Kunichi against this one player, and then throw him down below. He's definitely going to go out. It's Hansel up on top. And the grenade launcher actually coming in from the bottom. I don't know where those grenades are coming, but it actually knocked Hansel out. Oh, Kunichi also had an RPG, so those both combined here to make it difficult for Hansel trying to get that RPG off, or reloaded, but he's not going to let him. Immediately pressuring as soon as he hears that sound of the RPG, but the knockdown's coming in. Is he going to take any damage? No, he catches himself, but the pressure is still going on from Kunichi, and it's going off the side of this building right now, but moving back. Hansel's going to be able to, take a breather here, connect back with Metal, and he is definitely chilling. But Also, the time for Kunichi to reload that RPG.
And he saw the wood come out, so he knows he has no more metal left. And as those wood materials keep coming out, he's knowing he's attacking Hansel's builds. He's probably only got a handful left, 15. And now Kunichi hasn't built anything. He's trying to just get it down to an old-fashioned who can fire first. And Kunichi says, that is me, friend. And take a look, a 9-elimination victory royale, 19 points, especially being in a 1v1 situation there. You love to see it.
That was clinical from start to finish. As soon as that 1v1 began, right, he was trying to get his RPG reloaded. He was trying to get those opportunities, but what he wasn't doing was wasting his materials and building while Hansel wasn't pressuring. He put enough pressure on to put Hansel on the back foot. Hansel kept trying to reconnect his builds. And that's not going to be enough against Kenichi, who knew exactly what to do in that situation.
Oh man, look at this new zone. So far, these players have quite the rotation. Now, don't forget, we are in top 15, hopping in Storm Circle 5, so everyone here is going to get a round of placement points. Now, Bumboy does have the launch pad. I was going to say maybe even save it there, but you know what? Right now, he's prioritizing surviving, establishing a nice little nook for himself, moving forward. Now, the question is, where is Rex? He's got to be, okay, so we can kind of see his name there, kind of far. He's trying to close that distance and reconnect there with his duo partner, and now they've done just that.
Just that, and as soon as that happens, they bring the pressure, the stinks come out, and the shield tags come in for Bumboy. Attack AR, you hear so much about the versatility of that weapon coming into great effect, but not quite the damage that you expect and the damage that you get from some of these other weapons, the ARs, the drum guns, you know, the infantry rifles. So he got 4 hits there and not even a shield break.
Right, right. Yeah, the damage is a little less, but what it makes up for in player damage, you make up for it in, like, structure damage, right? Player-built structures, you just tear through them. And right now, speaking of the infantry rifle, Bumboy has one, so he's going to look to line up those headshots. You know, we've seen people like Ninja utilizing this weapon, and it is absolutely a laser beam when you can connect. And obviously, in the hands of these players, the top 0.01%, it's going to hit, you know, and when it does, it is going to hit you like a truck. I'm talking upwards of 80 damage on headshot. That is going to be sending players reeling. Okay, catches building, not building there. Unfortunately, going to get dropped immediately.
He said building, not editing, so he didn't know how to...
Yeah, he was trying to build, did not edit. It's okay, these things happen. Whoa, Sama, whoa! You cannot jump and scare me like that, all right? God, I already told you I'm stressing out. Jump scares are gonna catch me every time.
Man, he peeked his head through that floor, and then as soon as the floor ended up getting built, he got pushed up by that phasing mechanic. So unfortunately, Sama is gonna be the worse for wear, but Bumboy and Rex right now continuing forward. I see Epic Whale and 40R Storm right now. We know they were up there in the leaderboards, but fell just a little bit. We didn't see him too high last time we checked. But both of the players, unfortunately, in their box under their stairs, and that's going to cause 40R Storm to take advantage with his precise aim across the box.
And I mean, this is a scary duo, right? We kind of talked about this is more recent. Obviously, we've seen KNG Epic Whale with KNG Epic Whale's duo / Seal Matt. They're the same person. But now it's 40R Storm. Now look above, though. Ghost Sean, Ghost Aiden. These guys have already qualified, and they're looking just to continue getting practice, that prize money as well. There's no better way to get practice. And Aiden here just playing medic. I got you, buddy. Don't worry, Sean. Heal up. Have a splash.
It's crazy that we have these items in the game where we can actually play medic. We can actually have somebody who is carrying the splashes on purpose and making sure he's paying attention to his duo's HP at all times. But while Aiden drops down with the Shadow Bomb, a rocket comes out from the top and knocks Sean down, so it's just Aiden again. And we saw this situation a couple of games ago. Aiden clutching up. I mean, we know he can do it. And really, this guy has performed on all stages right now, and I think he's finally gotten over that hump where everybody was saying, hey, Aiden, you're crazy at getting in people's face, at getting eliminations, but your endgame performance, not so good. But in this stage, in the World Cup Online qualifiers, his endgame performance has been insane. But unfortunately, going down here, but regardless, proving everybody wrong about that, you know, fallacy, I would say.
Yeah, and don't forget, Aiden was at the Summer Block Party. He has been on the stage that will be going to the Fortnite World Cup final. So he's already got a little taste of it, right? So that is probably going to help calm his nerves just a little bit and help give him that edge. And again, he's already qualified. He's just looking to place high, continue to practice, because there's no better practice, probably until we get that Trios week, but even then, that's still not quite the same. But look at this. You've still got Epic Will. You've got 40R Storm here left alive. 9 players, 6 or 8 players, 7. Okay, hold on. 7 players, 5 duos. So top 5 coming out, and players going to be dropped left and right. KNG Epic Will being one of those there right in front of you.
We saw Fulmer on high ground. He picked up 1 elimination back then. He's still up with his duo Kytrex, and I believe, both taking a little bit of fall damage, and all of a sudden it shambles, but they do get the pinch down onto 40R Storm, and now all they have to do is find Berserk, and they're already setting up that pinch, you can see. But Berserk, with the double campfire, is going to quickly start to out-heal them and quickly get up to 100 HP, so they've got to go quick. But Berserk making the play first. He's going to run back right into his box as that RPG comes out, but no more RPG to knock it down, and I don't think they have mats to be able to fight to this, and I think he can connect to the hill. Yes, he can! All of a sudden, this is looking terrible. Berserk might have just pulled off a 1v2 clutch because Fulmer and Kytrex are not going to be able to get up over the zone, and all of a sudden, things have gone haywire. Berserk with the clutch of a lifetime here in the World Cup last region. Zeke, what a play. 45 points from that, the victory royale. It's going to be 15 points on the game.
And that's going to be a huge confidence booster, right? That's going to help motivate you and your dual partner. You're both freaking out in that moment. Oh my God, I cannot believe you just pulled off a 1v2 against this other duo. That is going to just help move your gameplay forward. But of course, there's more Fortnite action to be had. You've got S2 Jacob up top, Pat, Antidote, Kenny's, Spidey is there as well, and these guys are looking to fight right now, and a build-off is coming out.
This is crazy. At this stage in the game, to be build fighting like this, they really want to commit for this height, and he's going to get it, though. But a lot of investment into that from both players. All that bricks, man, all that those hard materials that we like to call them, the brick and metal.
Yeah, for sure. You never want to be burning those, especially not midway through the game when you know you're going to be fighting for late game. And of course, for a moment there, we saw WBG Ranger and Cypher PK. We kind of talked about them. They've practiced super, super hard, putting in reps, putting in the time in the game. And look at this, they're finding themselves in a spot where they can contest for top 15 and get the first round of placement points.
Yeah, and you did mention confidence just a second ago about performing well and how that transition to the next game, but even these little micro wins here, fighting for high ground, getting that high ground, and then being able to get a couple of knocks and possibly some siphon from it as well, and really get yourself back into the game, that's a confidence booster in and of itself.
For sure, and those things, like, I cannot stress this enough. This is something I kind of like to talk about a lot is, you know, your confidence in play. If you're, whenever you're going to go and, say, take a fight against a player, if you're sitting there thinking, man, I don't know, like that player might be better than me, you've already lost. You just have to be as confident as possible. It doesn't matter who's on the other end. All that matters is your game, what you can pull off. And in every instance where you feel, you know what, it doesn't matter, I'm just going to do the best that I can, and that's what I'm going to be happy with. I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, you're going to win those engagements. And sure, there's going to be those times where this other guy just happens to be Aiden, and he just gives you his hands. It's all good. Just reset, let it wash over, hop back into queue, and keep your mindset positive, right?
Yeah, that's honestly the story of this entire sequence of events, this World Cup, the qualifiers,
right?
Online Open. It's literally all about mindset and staying positive throughout both the semifinals days and the finals days. It's really like a whole grind to get your mind in such a place where one game is not going to affect you, because you have to play 10 games. And not only do you have to play 10 games, but you had to do it over 10 weeks.
Right.
So for those people who have done this week after week, performed and gotten to Sunday, it's absolutely unbelievable to have the perseverance, the work ethic, to be here improving week after week, to have the mindset, the positivity to play here, really. You know what I'm thinking, Zeke? I'm thinking that all these guys who are doing this, they're going places. They're going places in life, not just Fortnite, not just gaming. They aren't just World Cup competitors, but really, they're going to go places.
Could not agree with you more, my man. Could not agree with you more. And I get it, right? Like, I've been there. I know what it's like to hop into a game, you get eliminated, and you just tilt off the face of the earth. I get it. We've all been there. But, you know, at the end of the day, man, you just have to just try and reset. Just get up, walk away for a moment, get a drink, you know, just do anything to just forget about that moment and just recollect yourself. But hopping back into the game, Bala, 17 players, 16 players. As I say this, you know, of course, I thought it was just jump all the way up to 15, 30 minutes left here in the queue. So like you kind of touched on earlier, you got a 3-hour window or 10 games to play, whichever kind of comes first. And you got to think, man, for a lot of these players, they're just counting those points, watching the leaderboard, saying, okay, I saw this other duo. They're at this many points. What do we need to do here, right? We need at least top 15 to get near there with this many eliminations, right? You know, it's tough, man. It's tough.
Yeah, they're counting the time as well and knowing even in these endgame situations that if I stay in this game right now, I can play 2 more games or what have you right now. Kenny's picking up a lot of loot. They still have high ground from earlier. It's the team that fought all the way back when. We were talking about them committing their resources to it, but they've picked up quite a lot and they're still fighting. Finally going to decide, hey, this is too risky right now. We're right around the point thresholds. We don't want to go down, but he does beam Kayun out from high ground. He took it from him, but he's going to go right back up to him. I think he did get just a knock. So there's still one more player up above. It's got to be Takata. He does actually find him, track him all the way down. That's going to be a lot of materials, some shadow bombs as well, and possibly some upgrades to the weaponry. He does find those 2 shadow bombs and refreshes his materials, Zeke. He's back in it.
But don't forget, Kenny's dual partner Antidote is gone. He was picked up in the crossfire there, so it's unfortunate. And look who's still in the center of your screen, Cypher BK and Ranger. They're still alive and well. I hope I did not just crash to curse them. They've got 56 points, which is very substantial. And look at this, Cypher sitting on 4 eliminations. Look, he's gonna find another one here. Ranger looking to come in for the assist, and they pick up Ski in that box battle. Huge find there. 1 more elimination. Another duo needs to fall, and they're gonna hit top 10. Another round of placements. There it comes right now. So of course, the next threshold they're looking to hit is top 5.
Cypher's box fighting ability is just crazy here. Every single time he gets exposed, he does manage to place that player under the stairs. And this is one of the most extended fights I have seen yet today. I mean, there's been drum gun going on for what feels like centuries, but right now, still trying to fight. Ranger is still up. They're still trying to find their presence, find their box, find their space, get away from the rest of the players. They finally do that. Cypher PK is going to have a moment of rest as he takes those minis.
And you know, we actually got to hang out with Cypher at the summer block party. He competed in the Pro-Am. And, you know, I was like, Cypher, you know, how are you feeling about the games and the World Cup? He's like, dude, I want this so bad. You know, I've never wanted something more. I'm practicing every single day as often as I can, as much as I possibly can, because obviously we're all have different walks of life, right? We are all, some of us anyway, are adults trying to live our lives and play. Look at this, top 3, a 1v1v1, a free-for-all right now, and Cypher BK sitting in the middle. Now, he does not have the health advantage. Drops super low. Unfortunately.
Down. Kenny's from above is going to take advantage of him dropping to mid-ground, but Kenny's all of a sudden is right on top of Ryan Clark. Or not Ryan Clark.
Not Ryan Clark. That's not him.
Looks like a heal off. He's going to use those chug splashes inside of his box. He's just holding the metal right now. Kenny's trying to get in. But again, the chug splash reigns supreme with the heal off capability of this item. It is so good at doing that. And he even has a slurp ticking, or no, that's just the winning condition. You just start ticking up in HP. But there you go, the victory route for not Ryan.
Yeah, not Ryan. Whoever you are, I know you're not Ryan, but great, again, usage of that chug splash. It just was added to the game this week. And again, I'm telling you, man, we're just still finding use cases for this item. Originally, it was just, hey, you can throw this thing and you can give whoever's in the AoE 20 HP or 20 shield, depending on the circumstance. Or, hey, your guy is DBNO, down but not out, and you can still, you know, extend his timer there. But in cases like that, where you're like, look, I'm just going to force this guy to the storm. I've got 6 of these or a handful. I'm just going to hope that, and what Sundown says, this is an instant heal. It's not like you're popping a bandage, you're hoping to get the full duration, and then eventually the HP. No, this is 20 immediately. So a great use of that item. But next game on deck, Colonel, excuse me.
Colonel
I don't know why I said I know.
I'm going to start calling him that.
Yeah, please don't.
Whenever I see him.
Hey, Colonel!
Hey, Colonel, how you doing?
Colonel Punisher, Colonel Anjog. You know what? I know that's not Colonel. I'm aware. My brain is doing weird things. Bolt! Johnny, no! Listen, you've made an error.
Again, this is the second game we've tuned in. We've seen them in the background. We've seen them lurking. We know they have the potential to qualify for New York, but time and time again, this is the second time we've
What? What? I don't care. Wait, is it free? Is Roblox free? I have no idea what's my password though. Wait, I'm still broadcasting, shoot!
Next time you watch your language.